that'll be £1.20, please. Oh, yes. There you go. Oh, that's 30p. Whenever I travel to a different country, one of the things I find the most frustrating is that I don't understand how the money works. I end up turning coins over, peering at them, and eventually asking the shop assistant for help. And I know lots of other tourists do the same. In the future, I'm going to make sure that I research the currency before I arrive in another country. And today's tutorial is to help you do just that. First of all, we are going to discuss some money vocabulary that will be useful when buying things in Great Britain. And then I'm going to show you the British coins and notes and talk through the value of each one. So, first on our list is bargain. Bargain. Bargain, not bargain. A bargain is something which is bought for less money than you would expect. It's good value for money. For example, you might say, this t-shirt was a bargain. It was only a £5. A fiver is slang for £5. Number 2, currency. Currency. Currency is the word we use to describe the system of money in general use in a particular country. Britain's national currency is the pound sterling. What's your country's currency? Write it in the comments below. Number 3, card. Card. Card is the word we use to describe paying with one of these. It's an umbrella term which includes debit cards, which is when you pay with money from your bank account, and credit cards, which is when you pay with the bank's money. I'd like to pay by card, please. Next we have cash. Cash. Cash is the word we use to describe physical money. I'm sorry, our card machine is broken, so we can only take cash at the moment. Coin. A coin is a metal disc of money. The plural of coin is coins. I need a coin to scratch my scratch card. Or you might say, I like to give the grandkids a few coins for their piggy bank when I see them. And a piggy bank is like a porcelain pig in which you would put your coins to save them up. Next we have notes. Notes. A note is the paper, or nowadays plastic sheet of money. I only have a £20 note. Do you have enough change? That brings me on to change. Change. Change is the noun we use to describe the money returned after paying something with more money than it costs. So, it costs £6. So if I pay with a £10 note, I'll get £4 change. The word change can also be used to refer to any kind of money in coin form. Oh, I'm 10p short. Do you have any change? Next, contactless. Contactless is the word we use to describe paying with a card by tapping it rather than putting it into a machine. Not all stores take contactless payments. Next, we have the word cheap. Cheap. If something is cheap, that means it doesn't cost much money. Of course, cheap is a subjective word, meaning it really depends on the context. £350 is cheap for a car, but not for a bottle of water. So when buying a cheap bottle of water, you might say, oh, these were so cheap, I bought 8 of them. Opposite to that, we have the word expensive. Expensive. If something is expensive, that means it costs a lot of money. Again, expensive is a subjective word, so it depends on the context. Buying snacks and drinks from the cinema is so expensive. That's absolutely right. So now let's talk about the different coins and notes that we use in the UK and the value of each one. Our notes are slowly being changed over from an old paper note to a new plastic or polymer note. At the time of filming, the £5, £10 and £20 notes have all been replaced by the new design, but the £50 note will be changing in 2021, this year. Each note has a photograph of the Queen on the front and a transparent window to prevent fraudulent or fake notes from being used. The largest note that we have is the £50 note. The £50 note is red in colour, and the new note will display a photo of Alan Turing, a British man who devised code-breaking machines during the Second World War and is widely recognised as being one of the pioneers of computers. If you'd like to learn more about Alan Turing, you can watch the film The Imitation Game, starring Benedict Cumberbatch. Watching films and television series in English is a great way to practice and improve your English listening. The £20 note is purple in colour. It has a photo of the Queen on one side and British artist J.M.W. Turner on the other. The £10 note is orange and features a portrait of the famous British author Jane Austen. Lastly, the £5 note is blue and features a picture of Sir Winston Churchill, who was the British Prime Minister in the 1940s and 1950s. The £5 note is our lowest value note. Now, let's move on to the coins. If you look carefully at any British coin, you'll see the year it was made written on the edge. The largest value coin is £2. They are circular, gold around the edge and silver in the middle. If you're looking at your coins in a rush, you can look at the edge of the coin to see that it says £2. The next coin is the £1 coin, which is a gold circular disc. £1 is worth 100 pennies or 100 pence. Now let's look at the 50 pence coin. It has 7 sides and is silver in colour. It's the biggest coin we have and one of the most easily recognised. While the official term is 50 pence, you might hear English speakers say 50p for short. Now, getting smaller in value here is the 20 pence coin. It's similar in shape to the 50p. It has 7 sides and is silver, but it's much smaller. Next, we have the 10 pence coin, or 10p. It is a large silver circular disc. The 5p coin, or 5 pence coin, is the smallest in size, but not in value. It's silver and circular, and the number 5 can be seen quite largely on one side, which could give you a big clue if you needed to find 5p quickly. It's so small. Next we have the bronze coins, which are the lowest in value. The 2 pence coin is a fairly large bronze disc. And lastly, the smallest value of coin is the 1 pence coin, or 1p, or a penny, we could call it. It's bronze, round and slightly larger in size than a 5p coin. So, there we have your guide to British money. There is also Scottish sterling as well, which looks a little bit different, but it's still legal currency in England. But if you're exchanging currency to take away on holiday, to come and visit the UK, you'll most likely receive the notes that I've shown you today. Do tell me in the description box below what currency you use in your country. Then why not check out another video? Until next time, take care.